Girl, you the best I know. Our next move, they never know. They never know. Money go check I know. Girl, you the best I know. Our next move, they never know. They never know. Go too rough, so you know, girl, I be feeling this love. Even when I'm down, you wanna waiting this up. It's not blessing, I'ma not be luck. Baby, nobody feel there like you. I said nobody feel make me feel the way you do. I'ma get that low. Girl, you the best I know. Our next move, they never know. They never know. Money go check low. Girl, you the best I know. Our next move, they never know. They never know. They never know. They never know.
My lady, you know me, no fi give up on you never. Wanna be with you forever, 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 forever. Oh baby, where we they go? Now forward and far, backward never. Them they pray make we run down never, 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 never.
I'ma get that low. Girl, you the best I know. Our next move, they never know. They never know. Money go check low. Girl, you the best I know. Our next move, they never know. They never know. They never know. They never know.
Without you, baby, the journey go too rough. So you know, girl, I be feeling this love. Even when I'm down, you wanna waiting this up. It's not blessing, I'ma not be luck.
Baby, nobody feel there like you. I said nobody feel make me feel the way you do. I'ma get that low. Girl, you the best I know. Our next move, they never know. They never know. Money go check low. Girl, you the best I know. Our next move, they never know. They never know. They never know.
I'm ready.
There we go. We're ready. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Welcome back. It's Thursday evening, usual time. We're on time. That's pretty good. Like, usually we're not on time. It's 9 p.m. here in Germany. We're back on the Hohner YouTube channel. This is Hohner Live, episode 113. And I'm excited about today. We're talking to Quim Roca from Spain. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. I'm really delighted to be here. So
Yeah.
I've seen so many of my harmonica heroes sitting right next to you, and so for
Virtually,
me,
yeah.
yeah, virtually, but we're sitting.
Yeah, it's
next
always been cool to stay in
So-
touch with the harmonica world.
Yeah,
But,
so it's a great, enormous honor to be here.
But you
Thank
are
you.
too very in touch with the harmonica world, and we met at the Fan Harmonica Festival in Berlin.
Yes,
That's like
right.
almost 2 months ago already, right?
2 months. No, do you think so? That was in
Wasn't
May.
it late May?
I think it's less than a month.
Oh, that's a month, right? Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh, a month. Today it's 27th. Yeah,
yeah.
it's a month ago. Yeah.
Nice. That was really cool. How did you like that festival?
Well, for me, it was one of the best festivals ever. I've been to many festivals, but the
Same.
Fan Festival, yeah, it set the level really, really high on all, on all levels.
Yeah.
Harmonica players, but also the atmosphere, the good mood everybody had, great organization.
I feel so too.
Yeah,
I think the location was amazing, right?
yeah, the location was good.
Just in
and-
the middle of the city, and like everything was there around that you needed.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then just like the lineup, I feel like there was so much variety. And also all of the younger players that are at a high level now
yeah,
from the different
that's-
countries, and all of them have their own style.
I was really amazed at all the young players. Ariel Bart, I was incredible to see. I didn't even know she existed. So for me,
Oh,
it was
cool.
like,
Yeah.
So it was the first time I heard, and actually it was the first time I saw you live. So
okay.
it was amazing for me too to see you, and the other guy from Belgium. I can't remember the name now. You can say the name. Maybe.
Rutger, or how do you pronounce his name? Probably Rutger. Rutger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and everyone with this style. So I think the harmonica world should be happy because there's the next generation of
Yeah.
harmonica players and all over, because I don't know, in England too, there's like, I saw last week you interviewed Will Pond,
Yeah.
right? And we have Will Wild also in England, who's also a young guy who plays like hell. So I think we're covered for the younger generation.
Definitely. And also the instruments at the same time are improving. Harmonica School Berlin is tuning in. Hi guys, good to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at the Harmonica Festival, you also gave a workshop, right?
Yeah.
So there was a lot about conscious breathing, and yeah, well, why don't you tell people what you taught at the Harmonica Festival? Like, what was your workshop about?
Actually, it was about what the harmonica can do for your well-being, right, and for your health in general. Maybe I should go back to where I come from, to put it into a context a little bit, so people know why I did that also, and then I can explain, and we can even do a couple of exercises here.
Oh, please. That would be super cool.
Yeah. So I actually started playing harmonica when I was 32. I actually started playing with the harmonica actually, because I played for 4 or 5 years just messing around. Then I saw one day João Paulo Comellas. He was at Fan Festival too, He came to my town. I couldn't believe what I saw when I saw him play back then. So I started taking some lessons from him. And then I started to learn how to chug, how to do train imitations. And those train imitations, at that time, my life was a bit of a mess. I had traumas. I had several addictions. I was not in my best moment. And learning how to chug, I realized that things started to happen to me, different levels. Okay, some days after doing it for a while, I was feeling a lot more comfortable, but other days I was feeling really bad. So I realized that there were things going on when I started breathing in different ways. So then I started investigating, and I realized there was all this big movement of breath work, of course, coming from the pranayama of the yoga practices. That there was also some breathing exercises called holotropic breathing, that you can breathe and even go to altered states of mind. So I started to investigate.
Yeah.
And
how's that yoga practice called again, where you practice like very heavily?
Yeah, that's the Kapalabhati or Bhastrika, or the breath of fire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's different techniques, like Kapalabhati, and I'll tell you something later about the Kapalabhati and Bhastrika, because all harmonica players were really good at that, and we don't even know what we do, what we're capable of doing. We'll talk about that later. But so I discovered this holotropic breathing that helps you work in your inner self, your traumas. So many times I say that harmonica actually saved my life, and maybe if it didn't save my life,
yeah, I usually say it destroyed my life.
It destroyed several lives. But looking at you, I wouldn't say it destroyed my life. You look like a healthy guy to me.
And maybe not in that way, but yeah. Continue, please.
Okay. So I became a bit of a breathing freak. I started to learn all these techniques, doing courses, and then my life started to be a lot better. I could overcome all my addictions, and I could work on my traumas, and so for me that was a game changer. And then after several years and of also doing formations, I'm a sound therapist too. So I decided maybe it was time to share all the knowledge I had and hopefully be able to help some people. Okay. And then observing also the harmonica players, I realized that actually long-term harmonica playing helps you a lot, because it makes you conscious of, I mean, at some point you have to be conscious of what you're doing with your breathing if you want to be a harmonica player at some time.
Yeah.
Right? And the only way to start breathing, actually, all of us, when we are born, we breathe correctly in a natural way. But over the years, we start being more aware, less in touch with the natural breathing. And there's like blockages on the diaphragm, on other muscles, and we start to breathe in or to have bad habits, let's say bad habits at breathing. And according to a lot of doctors also, I mean, breathing correctly in an efficient way, it gets you in a healthy, I mean, it's, you can maybe eat, be conscious of the way you eat, you exercise, but if you're not breathing correctly, I mean, we breathe about 20,000 times every day. And according to how we breathe, then the balance between the oxygen and the carbon dioxide on our body is going to be correct or not correct. If it's not correct, we're going to be in an acidic fluid, and there's then illness. The illness appears, the diseases appear.
Yeah.
So breathing correctly is as important as eating correctly or in a healthy way, right?
Yeah, and especially with harmonica, it's like effective breathing, right?
Yeah. Well, actually, playing harmonica, when we play harmonica, but when we stop playing harmonica, we keep on breathing. So we can play harmonica and have bad habits too at breathing. Okay, but my point is that when we play harmonica, we are forced to be conscious about the way we breathe. And also, it's like taking our diaphragm to the gym, right? And having a diaphragm in shape is gonna help you breathe better, for sure. Okay, and diaphragm, it's not only for breathing; it's also your posture. Depends on the strength of your diaphragm. Also, if your diaphragm is loose, you deal better with your emotions too, other than if it's blocked. So there's a lot of things around the diaphragm, and playing harmonica is gonna get your diaphragm in shape for sure. Especially if you start chugging or doing train imitations, that's maybe the best way to have your to be fit. So
yeah, I noticed that too. Like just the effective breathing, like just myself, you know. I feel like just comparing it to other people when you're sitting close to somebody else and you notice how fast they are breathing, or like when I went to sleep with girlfriends, whatever, like I noticed it's like so slow, my breathing, and I just breathe like very, very deeply, and like the others are like, it's like super fast.
Yeah. Shallow breathing, and sometimes even breathing.
And I'm like, why do you have to breathe that fast? Like you are in bed, you're laying down.
Yeah. Actually, it's your brain. The brain starts scanning what's happening in your body, and according to your state of mind, to your mood, if you're nervous, stressed, then the brain gives the order to the body to breathe fast, slowly. So, I mean, when you're relaxed, you breathe slowly. Yourself, Konstantin. Okay, but when you're exercising or you're tired, you breathe faster because your brain says, okay, we need more oxygen now, so let's breathe faster. But this is also some of my exercise are based on this. It's also a two-way street. So if I'm breathing fast and shallow, and I want to tell my brain, okay, relax. If I just tell it or him or her, I don't know if it's a brain is feminine or masculine, but if I say relax, it's gonna relax. But if I start breathing slowly, and I'm gonna tell him, okay, we are relaxed, or let's pretend we are relaxed, and I'm giving him the order from the breathing. Okay, so if because you can breathe two ways, voluntarily and involuntarily. Usually we breathe involuntarily. We don't start thinking, okay, I'm going to inhale now, I'm going to exhale now.
Yeah.
So it's just something that it happens. It's like your heart. It's just beating, sometimes faster, sometimes slower. You don't decide how fast. But breathing is the only function in the body that can be both ways, voluntarily and involuntarily. You can't voluntarily beat faster your heart, but you can voluntarily breathe slower or faster. So one way to relax is to breathe on purpose, slower. And especially it's in breathing, it's usually the exhale, it's the relaxation, and the inhale is the energize. It's to energize. So if you inhale more than you exhale, you're gonna energize yourself.
Yeah,
will.
so harmonica playing is most of the time energizing yourself.
Yeah, especially when you play blues.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, playing blues. Well, if we play first position, maybe.
Yeah, that's relaxation.
Yeah, that's relaxation. So some of the exercises with the harmonica that I propose are based on this and on maybe exhaling longer than inhaling. And well, we can do some exercises later, and I'll
Yeah.
explain a bit more.
But man,
And
isn't that crazy? Being like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, if you play the blues on the harmonica, you're energizing yourself.
Yep.
I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah. Because you're actually inhaling a lot more, so you're filling your lungs with oxygen more than the oxygen you would need, right? And what you said about this fast breathing on yoga, I also like to compare all these mindful disciplines like yoga, qigong, tai chi, even martial arts. That one of the fundamentals on all these disciplines are that you get into a posture and then you combine it with a breathing pattern.
Yeah.
Okay. Your yoga, for example, you get into a posture, whatever posture you do, and then you start breathing in a certain way. Okay? So actually, playing harmonica is the same. You need to get into a posture, and then you start doing some breathing exercises, right? And the difference is that for yoga practitioners, the process is the important thing. Okay, and they put consciousness on the way the way their posture is and the way they breathe. But harmonica players, we are more focused on what's gonna come out of the instrument, right? And I think it's always a good idea also to put consciousness to be aware of the way we play, of the way we are sitting, of if we have our back straight, on how we're gonna breathe, if we're gonna breathe correctly. And of course, later, then you can think of the scales on what position you're playing. But I think it's important to be aware of all this. And sometimes we're not. And then we end up, oh, my back is hurting after practicing for 2 hours. And because maybe I've been playing like this for a long time.
I used to cramp up a little, like here in my left shoulder, practicing a lot, you know?
Yeah. That happens to everybody.
But I mean, that can happen if you practice like 7 hours a day back then.
And I mean, the way you play, you gotta practice for a lot of hours because otherwise you wouldn't play the way you play. So some of these exercises you mentioned before, it's in yoga, there's the Kapalabhati that they focus on, for instance, they exhale on an active way and inhale they call it in a passive way. So if you go and you start to just exhale through the mouth or through the nose and you relax, the inhale comes naturally, right? You can, or you can do inhale, and you don't need to push. The body itself does the rest. So if you inhale in an active way, you don't need to exhale. So these are one of the most powerful exercises that they have a really great impact on the nervous system, on the actually it's from the Kundalini yoga. And
that's the term I was searching for.
Okay. The Kundalini yoga, they work with the energy from the first chakra, from down, from the lower part of your body, and they start to build up the energy by focusing on this kind of breathing. Okay, and it's like fast breathing for 30 minutes, or okay. But if you do that with a harmonica and you do some articulation, you go. So that's fox chase. It's your fox. They are fox chasing.
Yeah.
So I think Difford Bailey was a Kundalini yoga master. He didn't know about it, but he was a really great breather. And Kundalini yoga practitioners, sometimes it takes years for them to master these techniques. Okay, the same way that it takes years to do a good fox chasing.
Yeah.
Or do a good train imitation. It doesn't come in, sometimes not even in 1 year. It takes years to master. I was at the first time I went to a Kundalini yoga class. I was new there. I had never done any yoga. And the teacher said, okay, now we're going to do this practice. So the ones you've been doing it for a long time, you can do for 2 or 3 minutes. We'll do some of them did it for 20 minutes, which were the people who had been there for years. And it was the first time for me. And I did the exercise and I could go on for the 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And he told me, man, what have you been doing? I said, it's my first day. I said, no, that's not possible. And it was because I was a good trainer. I could do a good train. So for me, it was like just relating to the train. Okay, the one I did, it was only inhale. But then you have the Bastrika, which is active in and active out, which is even stronger. They go. The rhythm that I'm doing with the breathing is the same. I'm doing articulation for the train with the throat and with the tongue, but it's the same breathing pattern. So harmonica players, we don't even know that we are great Kundalini yoga masters at some point.
Yeah.
And it would be, it's a good thing to know about it. Because sometimes you can do a train imitation practice just to even relax yourself or to get energized.
Right.
Not thinking, okay, I'm gonna go faster and faster and just for a while. And start to think about, okay, I'm gonna relax, and you relax all your body, you get into a good posture. And sometimes after a while that you've been doing it in a tempo that it's comfortable for you, of course you're not going to go 200 beats per minute. You're going to do it in a comfortable tempo for you. Then you can start checking the way you feel and focusing on your posture. And usually after a while you start to notice the tensions. Oh, I have some tension here. And then you can work on that tension. You can just even play thinking, okay, I'm going to try to relax that part of my body. And then when you relax, probably another tension will show up. And then you're going to, and it's a good way just to maybe before even practicing, just do some train imitation, but in a good tempo that's comfortable for you.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be an awesome morning routine? Starting out your day with the train imitation?
It is. I do that sometimes.
That would be, I mean, why? I'm just thinking, like, why don't I do that? Like, it seems to be perfect, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you wake up, you drink a lot of water, and then you start out with your train imitation to get energized and like start breathing, and maybe even you can. I mean, best way would be you could do it outside and look at the sun, like.
Yeah.
That would be like the perfect morning routine, and like we can think of like.
Yeah.
The harmonica protocol.
Yeah, actually, most of these disciplines also talk about the routines, the commitment you do with yourself. Because I mean, if you go to the gym once a month, and just to pay for the for the gym, it doesn't work. I mean, you have to go there every day or 2 or 3 times a day. So waking up with a train imitation, even maybe moving around a little bit and dancing a little bit, and loosening your body, that's sure a better way to start the day rather than get out of bed, looking at the phone and start doing stuff and 1,000 thoughts in your mind. Oh, I have to do this, I have that, and then when it's 5 in the afternoon, you're done. You're really tired, and you didn't even stop. So it's great to just stop for a while. And you don't even, it doesn't even have to be a training. Sometimes I just grab an easy 12-bar blues progression. You keep repeating that, and it's
as long as you play more draw notes than blow notes.
Actually, then you work on your nose, releasing air through the nose, but when you do easy stuff, that's, I think, when you can work on your posture, also on focus more on your breathing. On I do this, and there's a lot of more inhale than every time I exhale, just to be in the comfortable zone with my lungs in the middle range. Then I'll have to use my nose more, just to when I blow, then I blow through the nose. When I inhale, I just inhale through the mouth. So if you do easy stuff, that's because sometimes we work a lot on scales and arpeggios, but we don't work on that fundamentals, like Joe Phillips, the great Joe Phillips, who would say that to work on the fundamentals and doing easy stuff, I think it's the best way to work on all this.
Man, I remember there was like an Instagram account, and it was just about this product they sold, and it was just like basically a one-hole harmonica, like a necklace, you know?
Yeah. The love tuner.
Exactly. And I think I made fun of them in the comments.
Yeah.
Because it seemed kind of silly, considering that there are harmonicas and stuff, you know. And they are selling them for what? I don't know. Like
60 euros.
More expensive than some harmonicas out there, you know.
Yeah.
So but that was interesting.
The thing is,
I think they blocked me on Instagram.
It was, since there was only one hole, it was easy to pucker.
Yeah.
to do only one hole, which for non-harmonica players, if you grab a harmonica, it's difficult for them to only one hole note.
But I mean, that would be a cool possibility to just sell like a 3 or 4 hole thing that's low tuned, you know?
Actually, it was not. I think it was what they sold. It was a 528 hertz.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Yeah, which is the tuning of love.
Yeah.
As they said. So, but sometimes what I think is that when you put intention in some things, you know, even if it's not true, if you believe it,
Yeah, of course.
It could be true. I mean, I was about to make fun of them too, but I looked at it. I obviously wouldn't buy that, but
It's
yeah,
72 euros.
72.
That's like, I mean, if they sell enough of that, that's an amazing business.
It is because I'm sure the cost is very low.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Though there's, I don't know, and we can also tune a hole in the harmonica with 228.
Yeah. We could also
Yes.
tune it to 432, you know?
Yeah, I actually have a harmonica
Oh,
tuned
yeah.
at 432.
Can you play that?
Yeah.
I was always
it's-
thinking about getting one tuned to 432.
Okay. So, like this, you can't even tell it's. But if I play a G, this is a G.
Like a regular, yeah.
Play a regular one is.
Yeah.
So, and this. This is the 528 hertz, which is the love
tuner.
tuning,
Yeah.
right? So you can also. I'm a sound therapist, and sound can do a lot of good things to you. So you can work with sound, and it actually affects all the cells in your body. And that's also actually why the harmonica is such a great instrument for well-being, because
Yeah.
we actually inhale the sound. We
Yeah, I
are
mean, it feels
inhaling
good
the
to
sound.
play, you know?
And there's a vibration on our body. And actually, Jonathan Goldman, which is one of the best sound therapists or the most influential sound therapist, he says that vibration plus intention equals healing. So when we use a harmonica, when we play and there's vibration, we have, for instance, the thyroid gland here, then it gets activated when we play. It gets activated, but also depending on the way we play, because if we're playing really in a stressful way, and you're really stressed, and you're gonna play, that's not gonna be good for you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you say, okay, now I'm gonna focus on my thyroid gland here, and I'm gonna play the harmonica, and I'm gonna open this part of my body, or here in here we have the thymus gland. So if I'm gonna intentionally focus on doing that, then that's gonna work. It's like I don't know, the ultrasounds that we go to the doctor and they put you ultrasounds. But if they put in your ultrasounds when you're, I don't know, you're doing something else, or you're in a bad posture, maybe the ultrasound will be bad for you, and it should be good. So also, the things depend on the way you do them and the intention you put into things.
Yeah. Actually, my pianist also does breathing exercises before the concert. So
Yeah.
my pianist, he was really
yeah.
into the whole Wim Hof method, you know?
Okay. Yeah,
And
I do Wim Hof method too. I've done it several years too.
And he does that before the concert.
Actually, it's a good way to energize and also to relax, to balance your body.
Yeah.
Also, the Alexander method. I don't know if you know about that, but there's all this method called Alexander method for musicians. Maybe he also got these breathing exercises from the Alexander method. I don't know.
Did you ever combine the harmonica with the cold?
Pardon?
Did you ever combine the harmonica with the cold?
With the cold? No, but actually, I was thinking.
Because the funny thing is, I think Wim Hof, he plays some harmonica.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I saw an Instagram video of him playing at the beach.
Oh, good.
Like some blues, easy, you know?
Yeah. Well, nice. No, what I thought is because, of course, Wim Hof method combines three things: the breathing exercises, the cold exposure, and the commitment, which I told you about before. If you do one Wim Hof one day and never again, it's going to be good for now. But if you do it every day, this is where the commitment comes in. So I thought, for cold exposure, the trick is to get into the cold and start breathing slowly, just to tell your mind, okay, it's a way to put yourself in a stressful situation voluntarily.
Yeah.
So
which is important, right? It has to be voluntarily.
Yeah.
It makes a difference.
To work on how to overcome this stress, and the way to overcome the stress is to breathe slowly and in a relaxed way, just to tell your brain, okay, it's fucking cold, but we are okay. So, and in time you get used to it. So I was thinking, of course, the harmonica is the perfect amplifier of your breathing. And if you go into the shower and it's really cold, probably you're going to go. So a good way to know that, or to make it to breathe correctly slowly, would be to get into the shower and try to go into the shower.
I'm thinking about like so many viral videos right now. Like that would be an awesome video if you would step into an ice cold shower and just do this relaxed breathing through the harmonica.
Yeah, that would be good.
That's like a TikTok banger. Like everybody's gonna click that.
Yeah, well, first I should have TikTok, but which I don't. But
you can post it on Instagram Reels too. Like that's a really good video idea, actually.
Okay, we're just giving it away, or should we do that?
I mean, somebody got to do that. Better be fast. We got a lot of people tuning in. We got George is tuning in. Oh yeah, Homo Active Slavomir from Poland is tuning in. Bruce is tuning in. Juliana is tuning in. She's still waiting for a whole week's course by yourself.
Oh.
And she's like, that's why I don't play blues, because I like to relax.
Yeah, I love you, Juliana.
Man, I'm really like thinking of this video idea right now.
Yeah. It's you want to go do it and then come back? Yeah. I can keep talking. I think I have the feeling I've been talking a lot.
No, that's amazing. Like if you just like do the ice bath and play some relaxed harmonica in there, that would be awesome. I mean, the topic is kind of huge on social media, you know? You see all those people.
It is.
I got a friend of mine who studied with me at music school, like jazz trumpet player. And I don't know, like during the studies, I think he didn't live too healthy. But now he's like only like a part-time trumpet player, and now he part-time does the Wim Hof instruction. Like he's an official instructor now, you know?
Yeah. That's a big business.
Yeah, of course. But like he's really into that, and he's putting out all those videos and the usual stuff. Yeah.
Well, he'll be the one that plays the harmonica on the ice bath.
Yeah, it would be cool if an actual harmonica player does that.
Yeah.
I would have to practice probably with the cold first. Like, I can do the showers, but like I never did like the ice bath, you know. Yeah,
well, but the shower is good enough. And in winter, showers, I mean, at least where I live, it's really cold.
Yeah.
It's not that easy.
In summer, it's easy.
In summer, it's not good enough. But in winter, I don't know out in Germany, but in here where I live, it's really cold.
Yeah.
Shower itself, so it's hard to be in the shower for a while
Yeah.
in winter. Yeah.
That's really cool. Calvin, thanks for sharing harmonica playing benefits on sound healing therapist. Something to think about for me to pick up the harmonica again. Oh yeah, you should definitely pick up the instrument again.
Yeah.
I'm also like now thinking like, oh yeah, I should incorporate this into my routine at least, like in the morning, you know, and play the lower tuned harmonicas. Just do some breathing.
Yeah, actually, also if you're into sorry, into chakras, the energy centers. I've been doing some research too, because I also do overtone singing.
Oh yeah.
And in
Oh yeah,
overtone,
you did some harmonica playing plus singing.
yeah, I did before, yeah. But I was an overtone singing.
Yeah.
Okay, but in overtone singing, which also for harmonica players, overtone singing, it's easier to pick up because some of the movements you're supposed to do with your mouth, they're really similar to the three draw bands. The three draw bands,
yeah.
You're doing these subtle movements.
Yeah.
And with overtone singing, you go. You're doing also these subtle movements that, for me, when I started overtone singing, I related to these subtle movements and fast movements and precise movements that you have to do to go to the right note. So on overtone singing, it's the same. So in overtone singing, you also tap into the different energy centers of the body, right? And for vibration too, because if you go, vibration is here, you go, the vibration is up here. So the higher the note, and the will be U-O-I-E. That will be from lower to higher. U-O-I-E. So when you pick up a really low harmonica, you can feel the vibration more in the lower part of the body.
Yeah.
What I said before about the intention, okay? And there's a lot to talk about. We could do only 2 hours of talking about the chakras only, but every chakra has its meaning. And for instance, the first chakra, it's the roots, how you're rooted, how you're grounded, and also your ancestors. And when you have an imbalance on the energy, maybe that's something going on. The more information you have about the chakras, and it's all very intuitive. And sometimes I have the theory that sometimes you don't know why, but you feel like playing a low harmonica, or sometimes you feel like playing F, and I'm doing some stuff with an F, and maybe it's because your chakra up here is somewhere unbalanced, or there's a good connection and you feel like it. And I'm always, every time that I feel like playing a harmonica in a specific key, I just play it for a while, and I know it's going to be good for me, even if I'm going to rehearse. Even if I'm going to rehearse a song in another key, first I'll play for a while with that, and then I feel more balanced, a bit happier, and it's like doing the train relax. So it's things that we can incorporate when playing harmonica, other than doing music and study notes and doing thousands of notes, or which sometimes is a bit more stressful, right?
Yeah.
So it's good to go back to just what your intuition says. I feel like playing a low G, then I'll play a low G for 5 minutes. and I know my body and my mind will say thank you for playing this for a
I'm
while.
thinking about that right now. I gotta get a low G at least.
Yeah, I've got OG and it's amazing.
Can you play some low G for us?
Wait,
Because I think the lowest hop I have is a low B flat. And that's it. But a low G would be cool.
yeah. There was some growling there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I love that. Low G.
I'm gonna send Hohner a message. Send me a low G.
I can bend it, but because it's so low.
Oh, you can't bend it? Oh yeah, that's like a question by Bruce too. Like, does this help you bend those low tone harps?
What?
Does this help you bend those low tone harps?
What? Playing them?
Yeah, I'm not sure like what he refers to. I forgot like this was a few minutes ago.
I don't know. I can't bend even the two. Maybe Joe could. I can't.
I think I can do the 2 on the low G, but I can't do the 1.
Oh, okay.
But I don't have a low G. I only played the low G one time when they introduced the Thunderbird. Because then we were in Frankfurt at the music fair, and everybody was trying, and like we were like, Steve was like, "Oh no, I can't get the 2-hole band on the low G," and then I tried it and I could.
Okay.
And I think Joe could too. He was there too, but I couldn't get the 1.
I can't. That's a
Flying
3.
Hop says, and after that video, let's do it in the sauna.
The sauna.
Playing harmonica in the sauna, yeah.
Yeah, actually, for a while, I haven't done that for a while now. But I used to accompany meditations, sound meditations. I played the didgeridoo.
Oh yeah.
And with overtone singing, and then at that time I learned how to circular breathe on the inhale, on holes 1 to 3.
Oh right.
Yeah. And for a reason, I thought it was like a tempura sound. You know the tempura?
Yeah.
So this sound was really soothing. And at those sound meditations, I would bring a G harmonica, and I started playing this. And never anybody told me, "Oh, what are you doing with harmonica?" Because there were no harmonica players.
Yeah.
People there to meditate, and they didn't even know what I was playing or didn't pay attention. But then at some point, Joe Felisko saw me circular breathing like this, and he said, "Oh, that's amazing what you're doing, and I want to learn." And he actually uses it now for.
You taught him how to circular breathe, inhaling?
He saw me do it at Drossingen.
Okay.
And he came over to me and said, "Oh, what you've done? I've been trying," or at least he thought it was not possible to circular breathe inhaling.
Yeah.
And he picked it up in 1 minute because he could already circular breathe blowing.
Yeah.
He had all the skills. I mean, what can you teach Joe Felisko about breathing not much. So I just told him what I did with the cheeks, and he picked it up right away. And actually, it's not that difficult to. I mean, I think in 5 minutes I could teach you right now how to circular breathe inhaling.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Flying Harp is in the chat too. He's also like, are there any videos that explain circular breathing on harmonica? So why not do it now?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't circular breathe on the breathing
Somehow
out, you know?
your image got frozen. I don't know why.
I'm still moving in my corner.
Yeah, but you're not moving in my corner. I don't know
Okay.
why. Something happened.
I can
Okay.
still see and hear you. I can deactivate and activate again.
Okay.
Oh, I can... Let me deactivate here. Activate again.
Not moving.
Not moving.
No. Let me see.
I think I'm still moving for the people out there.
Okay. Now I can't see you at all.
Oh. What did you do? I could try, like, I could switch over to this internal camera just for fun. And then go back.
And
How
now I
about
can
that?
see myself. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, so something happened.
Can you see me again?
No, I see nothing now.
Oh no, did you click on the chat or something?
Mostrar una pantalla de llamada. I don't know. Maybe my camera. Well,
But everybody can see us and hear us.
okay, then let's go on. Let's go on. I don't need to see you actually. I've been watching you
I mean,
for-
it would be good maybe for teaching. I don't know.
I can see myself again now,
Okay,
but not you. Well, maybe it'll come back.
interesting. Okay.
So
G harmonica.
G harmonica, yeah, but we'll. I mean, circular breathing. It's a bit like the 3-hole and the bends. I mean, I can teach you now to do like the first bend if we relate it to circular breathing, but I will not be able to teach you how to do this, for instance.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, so you do the circular breathing in between.
I'm circular breathing the whole time.
Yeah.
That's all inhale.
Yeah.
And I'm doing rhythms in the inhale. It's the technique of the didgeridoo. When you use didgeridoo, you're actually using your didgeridoo is blowing, right? It's exhaling, and you're using your inhalations to do the rhythms. That's what I'm doing now also.
Yeah.
When there's a change, that means that I'm releasing air through the nose. But it's the whole time inhaling.
So for the audience, let's start out with circular breathing
start
on the
with the
blow.
lesson. Let's start with the lesson. So
Yeah, let's start on the blow for the audience.
Pardon?
Start on the blow for the audience.
No, I think we'll start on the inhale because I
Okay.
think it's easier. It's easier.
Oh, for real?
I think it's easier.
Okay.
Okay, and then it's more juicy. Okay, because the harmonica, the interesting part of the harmonica, I think it's the inhaling.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's two ways of putting air inside in your mouth. One, the usual one, which is right with your lungs or with your diaphragm, the normal way. We can use we're going to use one note only because it's going to be easier.
Yeah.
7, for
Seven.
instance. 7, 7. Oh. Okay. So another way to inhale would be like imagine you're drinking from a straw. Or if for smokers, if you're puffing a cigarette. Right? And you can inhale just using, or like a kiss, or like if you're calling a cat.
Yeah.
That's another way of can you do that? Because I can't see you.
Oh yeah.
Okay, then now do that on the harmonica. Okay? Good, you're good there. Now, you can try to, when you're doing this, try to take the longest inhale possible, only sucking. Yeah. Yeah?
Just doing the.
Okay. So now, fill your lungs, and when you do, relax. And you'll see that when you're doing, there's air coming out of your nose. So fill your lungs. And relax.
Maybe my lungs weren't full enough. I can't get the air out right now.
Okay, it's about relax. Okay, another thing I forgot to say that all your life you've been first inhaling, then exhaling.
Yeah.
Maybe your brain is gonna play a trick on you, and it's gonna say that's not possible to do it at the same time. Okay, so we should. The first step would be this: when you're sucking, try to breathe.
Breathe out through the nose, right? I can't get the air out of my nose.
You can't, or you can?
I can't.
So, fill your lungs like this, and then start doing. Relax. Relax your body.
It's hard.
It's hard.
I feel like I just like fill up my lungs and stuff, and then I can still like breathe in even more, you know?
Okay, so without the harmonica, do like this. Okay, then when you fill your lungs, and you fill out.
I gotta work on that.
It's a pity that I can't see you because
Yeah.
a big laugh maybe. But a lot of people can do that, and I actually for smokers at the time I started doing that I used to smoke, and I realized this could be done by watching a friend of mine. He made a puff like this. He kept the smoke in his lungs, and then 5 seconds passed. Then he made another puff, and at the same time he was making the puff, the tip of the cigarette lit because he was puffing, and at the same time he released the smoke he had in the lungs from the previous puff
through his nose.
So I saw it really. Oh, he's circular breathing the other way around, and just I got a cigarette and I could do that already.
Yeah.
So it's about having your lungs full, and at the same time you go.
Yeah.
That's what you should learn to do. So once you can do this, then you can go combining the. And it's actually no effort at all. It's just about when you squeeze like this, just relax, and there's air coming out of your nose, and this is the way you release the air, the excessive air that you have in your lungs.
Yeah. Pete
So-
says, I do that as a stage trick, although I use a vape.
Oh, so then change the vape for the harmonica
Yeah.
and your circular breathing. Then once you master this with one hole, then you go back to the, which is the cool sound,
Yeah.
and then you can start to do all kind of tricks, the rhythms, the singing. And you can do rhythms and yeah. I know to play blues or jazz. This is no, it's not a useful technique.
Yeah.
You don't need that to play any song, and that's obvious that you don't need it. But for instance, I know Joe Felisko uses it in his one chord songs to keep the rhythm, the same chord the whole time.
Yeah.
And she says he uses it in sneaky ways, and just to I don't know, to do some rhythms. Sometimes I used it the other day. I have a new project with a guitar player called Emilio Garcia. We do a show called Jazz y Más, which would be jazz and more, because he's an excellent jazz guitar player. He's played with Stanley Clarke and Bill Cobham. He's an amazing player, and I play harmonica, but I also we do a number with the didgeridoo, with some overtone singing. He plays on top of the overtone singing. He does all these harmonics with the guitar. It's quite an amazing thing. And there's one number that we use the circular breathing, and I stay in the D chord for a while, and then while doing the circular breathing, I play after a while I start playing the Amazing Grace, which is almost the whole song is inhale. I go. Then when I go to the company and he plays the guitar, I just accompany him, and most of the time it's inhale course.
Yeah.
I'm blowing. All this is inhale. If I'm not circular breathing, I can't go to this kind of accompaniment. So it's useful in that way.
Yeah. There's Hank in the chat. Konstantin, try imagine drawing through a straw. Okay. And in the same time release air through the nose. Release air probably.
Air
through the nose without harmonica. First to tell your brain it's possible, then it will work with the harmonica. Yeah.
Let me see.
Kim taught me too, and with one note I can do it now. Okay. Flying Hop also says, thank you, I'll practice it tomorrow.
Yeah. That's who was saying that?
Oh, the message before?
Hank?
That was Hank, yeah.
Okay, yeah. He asked me he was at the workshop at Fan Festival.
Okay,
which I showed a little bit, and then he called me and we did a Skype, and I taught him, and he could do it that's why I told you maybe you can do it in 5 minutes.
Maybe I can do it in
That's
5 minutes.
In 5 minutes. So I thought everybody could, but obviously not ever. We all have our. I mean, I would love to be able to learn the way you learn your arpeggios and all the stuff that you, which is amazing. And I know I'm gonna need like 3 lifetimes to do what you do, which is, I gotta tell you, it's amazing. The way you,
Yeah, that was a cool concert in Berlin too. Yeah. The
Pardon?
sound was really cool in Berlin too for the concerts.
yeah. But that was an amazing venue, and I mean, and well, me, I had never seen you. I had never seen you play. For the first piece you did, like that. It was
the
classical
Bach
music.
sonata.
That was something else. I mean, I don't know how can anyone do that in a diatonic harmonica.
But that's that's a good warm up piece.
Yeah. That's. I mean, I've seen Antonio Serrano play Bach on the Chromatic.
Yeah.
And he's also an amazing, one of the best players in the world. But to do that in a diatonic, it's, man, all my respect.
As always, I'm glad when we are done with that, you know. So we put it in the beginning of the concert usually, and usually we play like the whole thing. Like I think in Berlin we only played like the first part
Of the song.
Yeah.
Of the piece. Okay.
Yeah, there are 3 movements.
Okay, so you made only one movement.
Yeah, like the second movement is it's more slow and longer notes.
Okay.
And the third movement is super fast, even faster than the first one. Yeah.
Okay. Then maybe you could jump from first to third so people don't fall asleep.
But I mean,
The long notes are inhale or exhale?
I think most of them are on the inhale actually.
Okay, so that would give you energy for the whole concert.
I'm just thinking right now. Yeah. Yeah, and then there's like one little phrase that, I mean, it's like a very quiet second movement, you know. And then there are also like a few breaks in between where there's just the piano playing and then I'm coming in again. And then there's like one little phrase with long notes where I have to come in again with the 7-hole overdraw. That's always pretty scary. Like that note has to be in tune, kind of, you know?
Not kind of, in tune.
So you gotta mentally prepare for that note.
Yeah. So now that we're talking about festivals, I think also I've been in Trossingen like 6 times, I think, and I think all harmonica players should go to festivals like this because it's, I mean, usually, at least in my village, I'm the weird guy that plays the harmonica.
Yeah.
Nobody else does. Or maybe there's another one that tries to play the harmonica. But then when you go to these festivals, you're all of a sudden you're surrounded by people like you that play harmonica, and maybe they're the only one playing at their small village, or maybe not that small. So there's a sense of community and union, and also the breathing. Actually, there's been studies about what happens when people breathe together at the same time. Mm-hmm. In religion, I don't know, the Hail Mary, for instance, or mantra chanting, or even people, you know, those New Zealand rugby players that do the haka. They're actually breathing all at the same time.
Yeah.
And I've found that, for instance, in a Joe Felisko class, that we're doing an exercise and everybody starts breathing at the same rhythm. And after that, there's like a sense that something else happened. It was not only that we were playing harmonica. There's like a union of something else, of that energy that we put into, and it's also because we have been breathing for a while all together at the same pattern. And these things can only happen in festivals like these, in the master classes,
Yeah.
courses, and I don't know. I like to observe what's going on, and I'm not sure if this happens with other instruments, but for instance, I think that the harmonica is so special also, and you can get in. I mean, all the great harmonica players, all those, all the ones I know, they are all humble people. But I think the instrument itself forces you to be humble, because if you ask somebody who is profane on the harmonica world, to tell you, okay, tell me three harmonica players, the three harmonica players you think, which are your role models as harmonica players, they will probably tell you, okay, Bruce Springsteen, Bob Dylan, and Neil Young, and if you're lucky, they'll say Stevie Wonder. But then, as an accomplished harmonica player like yourself, imagine that to a guitar player, if they tell if you ask somebody, name me three guitar players, and they will say you, okay, Bob Dylan, Bruce Springsteen, and Neil Young. So what would Eric Clapton think, or Joe Bonamassa?
Yeah.
But you, as Konstantin Reinfeld, when they tell you, okay, three harmonica players, Bob Dylan, then you think, okay, so that's the reference people have. So it's not me, or it's not Joe Falisco, or it's not John Pau Camellas, or Jason Ritchie, or Victor Puertos, or Antonio Serrano. So that makes you humble, because the instrument itself as a whole in the world, and then for me to be able to talk to people, to my role models as a harmonica player, which have been Joe Flisco or John Pau or Marko Jovanovic, and to see that all these people are so humble, they're so kind, they're so generous, they're so open to talk to everybody. I don't know if all these guitar stars would be able to do that or if they go to festivals and they relate to people like first-class harmonica players do. So I think this is very beautiful about our instrument, that all the masters are. I like everybody else.
Yeah.
Like yourself. You're a cool guy. You talk to everybody.
Yeah, everybody in the harmonica world.
If you had played the guitar, maybe you would be Joe Bonamassa. You're so virtuous, and you would be playing in front of 50,000 people, and maybe you would be different. And maybe we should call you Mr. Reinfeld.
Who knows?
I don't know. And the harmonica, I think it transforms us. It makes us be in a specific way. And I think harmonica players were cool people. It's hard to find a harmonica player who's not a cool guy or a cool girl.
Yeah.
I think so. That's
playing the instrument, and playing the instrument for many years probably also just like teaches you a lot about yourself compared to, playing other instruments probably too. But of course, like other instruments can be like outside of your body mostly, Yeah. So, who knows? Maybe that has to do with that.
With the breathing. So with the breathing, with all these exercises that we do, and Kundalini masters, it takes them years to learn. They are actually learning how to do train imitation with other harmonica. It's exactly the same thing. They do it for 30 minutes, 1 hour.
Right.
And they do it to get some enlightenment too. And they spend hours sitting there doing that. Harmonica players, we also, I mean, if you want to do a good train imitation, you have to spend hours doing that. Even if it's not, even if getting in the zone and doing this inner work is not your purpose, you're doing it anyway.
Yeah, right.
You're doing it. I mean, the benefits are there, and it's then it's easier to, or your nervous system is it's easy for you to calm down as a harmonica player, even if you're not doing meditation. Actually, when you do train imitation or a slow blues or an accompaniment, a slow blues that you don't have to think much, and you're doing it just for practice. This takes you to the here and now, to the present time, which is exactly what you're looking for when you're doing a meditation.
Yeah.
You just slow down to get rid of all your these spaghetti thoughts that go around your head, 1,000 thoughts in 1 minute. So you just want to calm down just to go on with your life. So that's what people who do meditation do. That, okay, I'm going to stop now for 10 minutes and I'm going to do nothing. I'm just going to dedicate these 10 minutes to me, to just relax and to relax my mind. I'm just going to sit there. I'm just going to try to forget about everything, just to unwind and to be able to go on with your day or with your life, or you know. Otherwise, a lot of people has stress, chronic stress. I mean, we have to keep stopping, and also if you do a good practice or harmonica practice before you go to bed, you're bound to sleep a lot better.
Yeah.
So been working on your breathing in a way that your body says, okay, thank you very much for doing this to me and to your mind. So
That's so cool. Yeah, I mean, like, one thing I definitely want to do after this interview is like starting to do some early morning playing.
Yeah.
On a low tuned harmonica, just to start breathing, you know. I'm gonna get a harmonica for that.
Just put it. If I don't know, if you have the bedside.
Put it next to the bed already, so I can grab it already when I wake up. You know.
Yeah. You just have it there. What you know? What I do sometimes? I have a harmonica by the bedside, and laying in the bed.
Oh yeah.
I put the harmonica in my mouth, and I start breathing, laying on the bed.
Yeah.
This is excellent. Also, it's so soothing, and just listening to the way you're breathing when you wake up, which is if you had a good night's sleep, you breathe really slow, and also. To do breathing exercises with the harmonic. There's also some exercises in yoga, in pranayama, that what they do is, for instance, they use the throat to go like this to put some resistance and make longer exhales, longer inhales.
Oh yeah.
Put some resistance or. Okay, so the harmonica also it's a resistance for your breathing.
Yeah.
It's good to, if you want to go 8 seconds inhale, 8 seconds exhale. If you do it with your normal breathing, that's going to be quite harder than if you do it with the harmonica. Go.
Yeah.
So that's you can make your own sound meditation. You're breathing in a relaxed way, and there's already sound, which is a cool chord. You can also work on your intonation if you want, right? You can do a big chord or a more picky chord. You can, once you start doing this for 5 minutes, then you start seeing a lot more the way the chord sounds, and the way your body is responding, where you have some tensions. So doing all these exercises, doing it in the morning, it's great. It's great.
Nice.
Also at night, I have some. I've been recording several exercises with the harmonica, also to tune in the chakras. I'm thinking lately I've been thinking, how can I show it to people? I don't know if maybe I'm gonna build a website or do a course, because now I have a lot of material already of different exercises with the harmonica. I'm just thinking how to show it, or I don't know. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do it, but I already collected all the material. Maybe I'm going to do some videos. So that's one of my projects that I have in mind.
Yeah, cool.
So, and I think it's a great way to, I mean, of course, it's a musical instrument, but it's a lot more than a musical instrument. And I think it shows when you meet harmonica players from all over the world, there's something in common, which is that cool people.
Yeah, that's cool. And the chat is really inspired.
Yeah.
Really inspired chat.
I did a conference at Trossingen like 2 years ago, and one of the things that I was surprised. I've been doing several conscious breathing workshops for people who don't play harmonica, and sometimes I put the harmonica in the workshops, but sometimes it's only breathing without harmonicas. I don't even bring out the harmonicas, especially when there's a lot of people and I don't have enough harmonicas. But usually one of the things I do is I try to spot the bad habits of everybody. I do some exercises and just see if I can spot some bad habits of people. And maybe one of the bad habits is breathing through the mouth. And I did some of the same exercises at that time. It was a full room. There was like 60, 70 people at the room in Trossingen at my conference. And I was amazed at, they were all harmonica players, at the good habits that everybody had at breathing. I mean, almost all of them were breathing through the mouth. I think only one people said, "Oh, maybe I did breathe out," but out of 60, that's amazing. And then people who were breathing in a not chaotic way. I mean, more or less the same time, inhaling then exhaling. I mean, I was amazed at how well everybody was breathing, and most of them, they were long-term harmonica players. Trusting all the participants there. There's usually people who has been playing harmonica for a while.
Right.
I mean, there's few beginners there. So.
Nice.
Yeah, sorry. Maybe I talk too much. Just cut me.
No, people are inspired in the chat.
Nice. I can't
Calvin
see
says,
or just you.
Oh yeah, I'll just read through some of these. Calvin said, "How do we play?"
Spanish. So just let me know.
How do we play innovative C chord progression on a diatonic harmonica?
Again?
I'm not sure if you can play an innovative chord progression on a C harmonica.
Innovative. I don't know. That's a question for you.
Yeah, I think
I can't even read music, and I'm quite,
There's a point where it would be interesting to try some different tunings, you know? Maybe do some harmonic minor, natural minor harmonicas, some circular tunings where you get some other chords. That would be cool for chord progressions and some breathing work, some breath work. Yeah. Pete, any of you guys gonna play with Jason Ritchie while he's over in Europe next 2 weeks? I'm not sure. Flying Hop says, is someone from you at the Blues Festival in Geildorf on Saturday, July 13th? I'm not. Geildorf, that's like somewhere else. Like, that's more in the south of Germany, right? I just know that he's coming to Berlin.
Oh,
So
I know
that's-
he's going to Spain. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'm going to be in touch with him. It would be cool to record a little video. I mean, Berlin is 2 hours away from Hamburg.
so
That's not too far away, right?
he's not playing in Hamburg. He's not playing in Hamburg.
Berlin is the closest, I think.
Okay.
I think
Are you in touch with him? Yeah, I think
I am.
Okay.
I should reach out to Hohner and we should make an interview happen or something. Like, would be
Yeah.
too bad if we don't meet up. Actually, that would be
He
cool.
he looks pretty busy always.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw him posting that he drove like 33 hours straight to get home and then to be able to come to Europe. Well, he'll probably sleep the first through 2 or 3 nights.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, yeah, World Harmonica Festival next year. Gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
And
25th?
yeah, that's in October, November
Yeah.
25.
Yeah.
This summer,
I'll
if
be
you
there.
still want to go on a trip, everybody in the chat, like come to Asia. There are some great harmonica festivals there too.
Oh, good. And in September, there's also one of the greatest festivals, harmonica festivals. Actually, it's the first one only with harmonica artists. It's in Calella, near Barcelona. That's 2nd week of September.
Okay.
So that's going to be the third edition this year. And it's in a really great venue, right at the beach. The venue is at the beach.
Yeah.
There's sand in the venue almost, so it's a great place. It's amazing. Also, the lineup is great. So that's going to be a great place to be.
So that's close to Barcelona.
Yeah. Get a flight to Barcelona, and it's 50 minutes train, or the bus is there.
Is it
And there's,
south or north from?
it's north from Barcelona, Calella.
Okay.
Calella. Calella. Calella de Mar. There's several Calellas, but this one, Calella de Mar.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. I've
Yeah,
never been to
it's-
Barcelona. I've been to. What's the? That's close to. I've been to Alicante. Okay. Yeah.
That's south.
Yeah. That's
Not close.
that's
Well,
not close.
It's maybe 8-hour drive. I don't know. To
Oh
Alicante.
yeah.
Yeah. Antonio Serrano lives near Alicante, in Denia.
Okay.
Yeah, he lives there. He used to live in
I
Madrid.
didn't know
but-
he was close to that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's from there. He's from Alicante,
Yeah.
and he is living there now.
I once
Also-
shot a music video in Alicante. That was very cheap. Very cheap flight. It was great.
Yeah. Spain is cheaper than Germany.
Oh yeah, so otherwise we got the next harmonica challenge on Sunday, everybody. Chromatic harmonica challenge. You can still upload your recording or post it on the Harmonicats Discord server. It's the chromatic harmonica challenge, so just play some chromatic harmonica. And you can win one of the Hohner expressions.
Who's the
So-
judge?
I'm the judge.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm excited about that. So that's on Sunday at 6 p.m.
Nice.
Other news, my instruction book is published tomorrow.
Oh,
I mean, at least in the US.
okay.
Like
Now,
on Amazon, it says that it releases on June 28th. So
tomorrow.
that's tomorrow. I think it will take a little longer, like in Europe and stuff.
Aren't you giving one away for the audience? Like you do sometimes with the harmonicas?
I'm going to do that as soon as I receive mine, you know? Yeah.
Okay, you haven't even seen it.
I mean, digitally, but I don't have like actual physical copies now.
Okay,
I'm gonna ask them tomorrow, like when they gonna arrive at my place.
Are you happy with it?
Yeah, I'm really happy with it.
Yeah. Is it like for beginners, intermediate, advanced?
It starts at the very beginning, but then also, of course, like it's like part of a book series they have. So I had to do some stuff the way they wanted to, you know. So there are a lot of songs in there too. Like at some point, it kind of turns into a songbook, which is cool. I mean, there are like many melodies in there and properly notated. I mean, that's kind of a problem with many things on the internet. Like if you look for whatever, Simon and Garfunkel harmonica tabs, and you see all these, yeah, it's like all wrong on the internet if you search for tabs.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then there's like a lot of audio material and 1 hour and 15 minutes of video material too.
Oh, good.
So it's like a nice package.
Nice. So it's taking you a long time to.
It took me a long time, and it took them a long time too.
It's a Hohner that's dishing it, or?
No, it's this American publisher. It's published by Hal Leonard. Actually, the link is too long to post in the chat.
Okay.
Why is the Amazon link so long? Copy
know.
link. Maybe
I
this
never
one's
buy.
short.
I'm gonna buy it from you. I never buy it through Amazon. So.
Oh, now I got a short one. Yeah. Harmoactive asks,
Next festival. I'm sure you'll have it in on sale in the next festival. We see.
Yeah. I'm gonna travel with it all the time now.
Yeah. So that's where I'm gonna buy it too.
What's the best platform to follow your videos and posts, Kim?
I'm not really active in the social media. I have a Facebook. I have a page. I think I sent it to you. I don't know if you can put it there.
Yeah, I put all of it in the description box. Like you can find the
So
website,
you're-
the Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook.
Yeah, I'm more active in Facebook.
Okay.
Because I don't even know how Instagram works. It was my wife that made me an Instagram, and sometimes she posts things
Yeah.
there. She's always telling me you should take more pictures and do more videos of the things you do. But
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, you should do
I will.
the
I-
ice bath harmonica playing video.
sometimes I get so caught up in the workshops, and I said, oh man, I didn't even take one picture.
Oh yeah.
So but I don't know. Maybe if I do this course on harmonica for well-being, then obviously I'll be a bit more active in the social media. But I prefer face-to-face things. But I know the world is different now, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe contact me through Facebook. It's what I use more.
Okay.
My daughter says I'm a boomer because I use Facebook, and my son also. But
Yeah.
that's what it is.
I mean, for the harmonica, there are still a lot of people active on Facebook. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, I think so. I have a lot of Facebook friends, and sometimes some befriends me, and we have 300 friends in common and say, what? And they're all harmonica players, obviously.
Yeah.
Or 500. I don't know.
Nice. The next Hohner Live is sometimes next month, and we're going to talk to Santiago Alvarez.
Oh.
So that's going to be cool.
Hey, cool. That's another cool person.
Yeah.
It also helps that he's a harmonica player to make him a cool person. I love Santiago. I met him at Trashington.
And I think then we're also going to talk to Matthias, talking more about harmonica and health.
Oh, Matthias Bogafors.
Yeah.
Great. He's been now working with doctors and medics from Ukraine, I think. That's great.
Oh, yeah, he told me about that.
Yeah. But Matthias is he's also, I think there's not many people that are working with the harmonica as a tool for well-being and for overcoming difficult situations. But Matthias is for me is also one of the roles to follow. Also, Matthias, you have also Chris Startup. I don't know if you've heard about him in England. He works also a lot with people with cardiovascular and lung diseases, also with old people. And he has this website. You can check him out at Chris Startup. Maybe you could also interview him at some point because he does an excellent job helping people with a harmonica.
Yeah.
Like a tool for well-being, but also as an instrument, because for people who's never played and you start breathing, but then all of a sudden you realize that, oh, I'm doing a song, and that's also you start to secrete endorphins, which are natural painkillers, because you get happy because you made a song, and it's all the chemistry in the body starts to work, and all these hormones, the happy hormones, start to appear without the need of taking pills. So harmonica can be a great substitute for pills and for. So yeah, I'm really happy with that I started playing harmonica, because otherwise, first of all, I wouldn't be here, but I wouldn't have had the chance to meet so many marvelous people, like all my teachers.
Yeah.
John Paul Comellas, Marco Bujabanovic, Joe Flisco, Greg Slapp, all these fabulous players who are also fabulous people, and generous people, and kind people. And that's why we're harmonica players are so lucky that the reference, that the people who are on top are people who you can have easy access to them, because they're people who are humble people. So that's one of
nobody's hiding anything.
No. And also for me, harmonica is like when I play harmonica, it's like going home, right? Even if I'm away, I always bring a harmonica with me, and it's okay, maybe I'm away, but I play the harmonica, and it's like coming to me, to my inner self, or like feeling at home.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. I think, guys, for more people, it happens the same to a lot of people. I have a poster at my place that home is where your cat is. For me, would be home is where your harmonica is.
Right. That's
okay.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. That was awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Konstantin, for having me.
I'm inspired. I'm going to grab my little harmonica now and do some breathing before
nice.
going to sleep.
Yeah, that's going to help you have a good night.
Yeah, and we're going to meet again at a harmonica festival, I'm very sure.
For sure. I'm a harmonica festival fan.
Yeah.
So every time I can get to a festival, even it's any festival. Harping by the Sea, I've been there several times, which is also a great festival in Brighton. Yeah, that's fantastic. with Richard Taylor, Stuart McKay. They're great organizers too. So nice.
Yeah.
I'll see you in the next festival.
Thank you, everybody. Do some breathing before you go to sleep. And Laurence is listening to Santiago tomorrow in Lyon. That's cool.
Oh, you're going?
No, Laurence says.
Laurence. Oh yeah, Laurence. Nice to see you there, Laurence. Also, she's also a regular at the festivals.
Oh
Laurence. Yeah. It's all these regular people that go to the festivals. I go to the festivals not to play harmonica, primarily to see the people I love.
Yeah.
All the harmonica community. It's so nice to be surrounded by harmonica players.
All right.
So
have a nice evening, everybody.
Yeah, because I will not stop talking. Okay, thank you very much, Konstantin.
Have a nice evening or a nice day, wherever you are out there. Bye-bye.
My lady, you know me, no give up on you never. Wanna be with you forever, 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 forever. Oh baby, where we they go? Now forward ever, backward never. Them they pray make we run down never, 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 never.
I'ma get that low.
Girl, you're the best I know. Our next move, they never know. They never know.
Money go check low.
Girl, you're the best I know. Our next move, they never know. They never know. They never know. They never know. Without you, baby, the journey go too rough. So you know, girl, I be feeling this love. Even when I'm down, you wanna waiting this up. It's not blessing, I'ma not be luck.
Baby, nobody feel day like you. I say nobody feel make me feel the way you do. I'ma get that low.
Girl, you're the best I know. Our next move, they never know. They never know.
Money go check low.
Girl, you're the best I know. Our next move, they never know.